Well, I had my glasses on, but I had a little flare, or a little glare, excuse me. I know I'm in here early. I know I'm in here early right now, but I just want to go ahead and hop in. You're get it started. I'll wait till 6:30 for people to hop in officially. My bad, I got text. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do no glasses. I like without the glasses. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? We 2 minutes early. Happy October 1st. First day of October officially. Yeah, man. The ooh chill, bro. But yeah, man. Got 17 people in the building. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? What's up, everybody? I'm gonna go ahead and get right to it. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait since I'm in here early. I might as well wait. What's good? What's good? Y'all let me know how it sounds too. I'm in a different location. I'm actually outside this time. So if you hear wind blowing, I think it's about to rain. So it might get loud. I might transition back inside depending on how the weather do. But you know how that is. I'm doing good. My day is great. I'm just spending time with my wife. She still in town. We watched Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. The newest one on Netflix. I had never got a chance to see it. It was pretty fire. All right, it's 6:30. But yeah, man, first thing I want to do is I want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. I want to thank everybody for all the messages, the DMs, the texts, just all of it. I had an awesome birthday. Um, it was crazy because y'all know I'm in Florida. So Hurricane, I messed the name up. I think it was Helene. It was coming through, which ironically enough, I'm pretty used to it, being that my birthday is right in the thick of hurricane season. So it kind of felt familiar in like a good way. But obviously, I know there's a lot of damage and destruction. Prayers out to all the families affected. I do know some lives were lost, so definitely not a funny situation at all. But me and my wife were safe. We still managed to have a good birthday through it all. So yeah, man, God is good. But yeah, my birthday was tremendous. Also, I want to thank y'all for every stream, every play during September season. Y'all showing up. I mean, if you go look at the YouTube videos and all the views, they actually are doing better than anything that I've released this far in my entire career based on the time schedule. Like most of my videos, they kind of get to like 100K, 200K. I got a few that break the mold, but these are already like 40K, 50K. They've been out under a month. You know what I'm saying? So like, I appreciate y'all for streaming. I appreciate y'all for sharing. I hope y'all enjoying the music. I know with the music thing, typically you don't really see. Uh, I mean, like I said before in the previous live, like all my songs are my babies, but like you don't really know which songs are gonna be the ones until like later down the line. So I'm real curious to see which ones like really stick with y'all, which ones y'all really rocking with. But yeah, man. Um, and yeah, we here today. Jokes on you drop 7 o'clock. We're here for the premiere. Um, I'm excited for y'all to hear this song. It's ironic, and I'm trying not to go into this rambling space. So before I get to that, I also want to give an update on the Free Barabbas jackets. The Free Barabbas jackets are finally getting to a point now where we're getting closer to a release date or an official pre-order date. So stay on the lookout. The best way to stay tapped in on a Free Barabbas jacket is to follow or add yourself to Triluminati. Triluminati, you know, I've said this every live I've been on this month. The Triluminati is pretty much where everything goes down first. That's where they get the first news about anything. Put the link in the chat. So if you're not part of the Triluminati, you really are missing out. And it's crazy because like during this last month, in September particularly, I kind of dialed it back because I was so focused on making sure the releases went according to plan. But now that September season's finally over, I have a lot more time to. I just really want to use the next 3 months of this year to try to work on my content just a little more. I'm finally starting to get a feel for being consistent with content. It's definitely not my strong suit. I'm more the type to just be able to be a musician. I just want to record. I just want to work on music, which is my comfort zone. But obviously, you kind of have to have that content creator gene right now. It's just how it works. So I am working on that, but it's like a rhythm. And so Triluminati would be the place where I probably really practice and kind of go in on detail. So yeah, for people who are unfamiliar with the Triluminati and don't know what I'm talking about at all, if this is your first time here, first off, let me say welcome. Welcome to the fam. Triluminati is pretty much the secret society of Baja / Free Barabbas. Pretty much everything that's going on, that would be the first place to get the news, tour, merch, shows, interviews, just whatever. Content that I don't want to post anywhere else. I got unreleased songs. So I'm gonna say this. In October, I probably gonna post 2 or 3 new songs. And I need y'all help deciding which ones I should release, which direction we should go in. So that's one thing. To Illuminati to get that first. So yeah, it's just pretty much a one-stop shop. Actually, after I leave this live, I'm going live over there, and that's why I really like answer questions. Like I be seeing a lot of stuff over here, but I don't answer some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of let it be what it is. But the Illuminati, that's why I really like. If you ask me something kind of personal or just something that you might just want to know that I wouldn't share publicly, I'll talk to you in the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more intimate. The vibes are more intimate. You heard me? So yeah, man, that's a Illuminati. But the jackets, I was talking about that. But getting back to the music side of things and the content creator gene, I know I want to do like videos of like how I make certain beats, how I produce certain things. I noticed somebody said about the chill bro tag, and that they haven't heard it. Um, so that's pretty much like the chill bro tag is only on beats that I made, and so that's why on Jokes on You, you hit a chill bro tag at the beginning because I made the beat on that one. I made the beat to Black Magic as well. I just didn't use the chill bro tag. I just used the It's a High tag. Um, but I also used the It's a High tag on Jokes on You as well. So just something weird, but it feels good to finally be releasing a record that I produced. I know I haven't done that in a while. As of recently, it feels like I'm trying to think because I've been working with a lot of producers lately, but I'm finally getting back into that grind and that gear of just producing, doing production, working on beats and music of that nature. And so, yeah, that leads us to why we here tonight, the final installment of September season 4. I had asked earlier in the Triluminati, even though this is September season 4, can I release 5 songs? And that was like they was with it. So the way I had it set up, I knew certain people wasn't going to expect it, so we just kind of let it be what it is. So it's kind of like a surprise, but at the same time, if you like really, really tapped in on what's going on, you knew that it was coming. And so, yeah, man, Jokes on You. I'm excited for y'all to hear it. It's ironic because like early in this live, I even said I was like, all of my songs are my babies, and they are. But I'm also finally at a point now as a creator where I'm really like, it's not everything isn't attached to the hip anymore. Like I got songs where I could just write a song and it's not really like an emotional tie to it anymore, which is a good thing. I felt like it at some point I could genuinely say, and I remember at the praise video shoot with RG, and I was talking, I think it was RG and Ty Brazel. I was just telling them, I was like, music is no longer my guide. I think at one point it was definitely an idol for me. And look, I love it. But I'm finally at a point now where like the validation or the oh, it needs to do this and do that, like the stress and anxiety that come with it. It's still like remnants of it at times for sure, especially certain songs. But for the most part, I'm finally like out of that. Like it's like clocking in and going to work in a good way. Um, so obviously I'm inspired by my life. You know what I'm saying? Certain things happen. I can write, but I'm finally getting to a point now in the space now where everything doesn't have to be directly correlated to me. I could just write a song and like, oh, this would be a cold perspective, or this would be a cold scenario. Sometimes it just come natural. And to give an example like that, like Balloons obviously was personal. You know what I'm saying? I was telling a story about when I applied to a job at Enterprise. I should have never applied. I don't belong in it. So it was like, boom. But then you take a record like Vegeta, that was me just writing. Not saying that I don't relate to that at times, but when I wrote that song, I never once, like the line I said, with me, there's no forever. I always had intentions to get married. You know what I'm saying? I always had intentions. That's not really who I am at my core. And that was probably one of the first songs I wrote where I realized, like, oh, I can write songs from different perspectives that aren't necessarily things that I've just lived through. I think it's easier to write that way because it just flows. But I also think it's levels to writing. And I'm still learning. I'm not a master in any way at all. But I think I'm finally getting to a point in the space now where I can just like, oh, let me write about this and just see what comes out, what it sounds like. So that's one thing I'm super excited about with these records. So leading up to Jokes on You, it's definitely a tweener. I think like the first verse, I have those moments where it's a little more like personal. But then by the time I get to the second verse, oh, and another thing too about Jokes on You, y'all know I don't really consider myself a Christian rapper, but I would say Jokes on You is probably one of the first Christian rap songs I would consider a Christian rap song that I wrote in a while. And I say that because of the meaning of the song. Um, the concept kind of came from I love gospel. So Vashawn Mitchell got a song called Nobody Greater. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. Searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody. So he said, searched all over. So on the hook of Jokes on You, I said, look what you tried to do. Try to find another, but there's not a substitute. And this is the real catcher of the song. Ah ha 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 ha. The joke's on you. When you listen to it, it's like a double entendre, which is kind of like taunting, but it's really me talking to myself. Aha, comma, the joke's on you. And it's just kind of the concept of different moments of my life where I tried to find fulfillment through different things. Um, and ultimately, God is the only thing that's going to truly fill that void in your heart, that space. I was just listening to the sermon this Sunday. We was talking about, we try to quench our thirst with other things, and there's really only one thing that can truly quench that thirst. And so when you listen to the song, I want you to keep that in mind. Like I wrote it in a way, and I pray it comes off as clever, but I wrote it in a way to where it can be used like, "Ha, jokes on you," but really it's me saying, "Aha, the joke's on you. You tried these other things. You tried to put your trust in people. You tried to put your trust in your gift. You tried to put your trust, whatever it is. Everybody got their own thing. Ultimately, to have to come back and get back to God, because that's the only thing that's gonna fix that, heal that, cure that, fulfill that." And so, yeah, it's keep that in mind. Aha, comma, the joke's on you. I'm talking to myself. Aha, the joke is on you. So yeah, it's one of my favorite songs I've written in a while. I think the beat is slaps. Yeah, so I'm excited for y'all to hear it. Quite frankly, though, I got some more joints in the cut that I can't wait for y'all to hear. September season is officially coming to an end, but I do plan on releasing some more music consistently throughout the rest of this year, even going into 2025. I don't know why I couldn't say that, going into 25. And so, yeah, man, I really wouldn't mind doing a breakdown of the entire September season, full song for song, to where I could really give y'all like some insight. But I might do another live on that. We're gonna focus on Jokes on You. And so yeah, man. Shout out to Javon. He been going crazy. Matter of fact, man, wherever y'all at, just hand clap. I don't know if y'all could drop hearts. Drop hearts for my boy Jovi. I dropped the 100 sign. I'm gonna do a heart too, because he been working nonstop, entire month of September. Every week another video. We shot all the videos fairly quickly. Um, and so, yeah, this is definitely the highest volume that we've done with him. And he's just been tremendous. He went crazy. He's doing the color grade, the editing. The team is expanding. But, at this moment, Jovi been going crazy. So hats off to Jovi, man. This is me telling you, and I'll probably tell you again, but thank you, thank you, thank you. You went crazy, bro. And hopefully y'all enjoy the last visual. We do got more stuff coming, but we're trying to just trying to like really tap in on that creative side of things. I see a lot of reels and a lot of shorts and TikToks, and I'm trying to, like I said, I'm a musician. I just want to go to the studio, even like doing these lives and stuff consistently. I love talking to y'all, and I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all support. But this ain't my natural comfort zone. I'm the type of person, I really miss the golden era of SoundCloud when I could just go into my cave, my secret lair, my lab, and just drop music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not have to really show my face and speak. That's really more of my vibe. And hopefully one day I can get to a point in my career where I'm so big where that's all I have to do. Because I'm not really trying to have the accolades and all of that. I just want to get y'all the music. Y'all do y'all thing. And we keep pushing. But unfortunately, you know, being that this is my primary job and I'm fortunate and blessed to be in this situation, I'm not gonna complain about, having to do these things that I've wanted to do my entire life. So here we are. But yeah, and that leads me to the main thing. After these records, I posted it on my Instagram, but I'm officially uh, beginning the process of working on my debut album. I saw somebody comment and ask, it was like debut album. It was like all the other joints weren't albums. Nah, they weren't. Never, if you pay attention, and I know like because I grew up in the mixtape era, and I think I had another live where I explained what the mixtape era was for people who aren't quite familiar. But Free Barabbas is a great example. It's a mixtape, that's why it's free. It has buku samples on there that we haven't cleared, or probably wouldn't be able to clear, etc. It kind of gives you free reign and free rules. When streaming came out, it kind of shifted everything. So now, like Future, he just dropped a mixtape, so it's like it goes straight to streaming, and it can go, number one like any other album. But thematically, everything that I've done so far has really just been a tape. It's just been a mixtape. I haven't officially dropped an album, and so I'm finally at that space where I'm like, it's time. I think some of it was me looking for the perfect time, and now I'm kind of realizing like there's really no such thing as a perfect time. You know what I'm saying, to do an album. Um, but I do think like the atmosphere is right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finally in that mode. Finally getting songs that I've kind of, I guess, been sitting on or kind of stashed away, kind of going through songs. Like some of these songs that I'm gonna put out now, I had intentions of putting on the album, but I'm just like, let me just go ahead and get them to y'all because I got so much new stuff that's kind of coming. I've been through new things, new experiences, seen different things. So I got like so many new, fresh vision that's just kind of like flowing right now. So I'm like, it ain't no point of stashing these songs. I could possibly do something or just for y'all to enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? And who knows, if something go crazy, I have no problem putting it on the album. But some of the things that I had access to, some of the relationships that I've gained within the last just 6 months alone, I just think it's time for an album. I finally have some producers that I really trust and rock with. Um, Not to mention the original crew. Like but Ruff sent me a pack the other week. I'm gonna say this because I like as a songwriter, sometimes you can feel like you're forcing it. Ruff sent me some stuff and it was just natural. I was like, come on, Ruff. Come on, Ruff. So shout out Ruff, man. Like he sent me some new stuff and I was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna go stupid. And who knows? Like, yeah, I'm working on the album, but I might do a little EP. I might do a mixtape before the album. Like, I think the way the climate's set up right now and the ease in which it comes to kind of making music, it ain't got to be, this long drawn out process like it used to be. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the extremely long rollouts, but if it's necessary, I'll do it. But we definitely want to make sure we do everything decently and in order with a spirit of excellence. Being that it's my debut album, I definitely want to make sure I do it right here. So yeah, man, that's a quick. I think I hit everything. That's a quick little update on what's kind of going on my end. Um, if people are just not coming in alive, what's up? Welcome. Jokes on you drop tonight. I'm a what you call it in the chat again. Triluminati. That's what I'm gonna be after this, answering any questions that you may have that you want to talk to me, chop it up with me about September season, about life, about marriage, about anime, about sports. I pretty much will talk about anything except politics. I ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, man, that's what it is. Um, I appreciate everybody. Need a 180 part two called 360. We thought about that. We thought about that. We actually was discussing that in 2020, the same year. The whole plan was to do three of them. We was going to do a 180, a 360, and a 720. But I don't know. I think for me it was like I already got September season franchise going. And I already got Trillium 1, 2, and 3. So I was trying not to be too redundant with that format. So if I was to drop another project in that vein, because I just believe in letting things be. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like the art is should just be what it is. You feel me? Like let 180 be 180. And if I drop something else that's fire, I can name it something different. You know what I'm saying? So that was on the table. We did actually kind of bring that up and discuss that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, man, debut album, man. We looking at debut album 2025. I'm really looking forward to it because I think my biggest goal for 2025 as an artist is to I don't know. I understand that I'm a rapper, but I don't think people really realize how much the songwriting and the production side of what I do really is. I say all the time, like if I had to put it on the table, rapping, singing, playing an instrument, whatever it is, I think my strength is songwriting. I think that's my strength. And I think the second thing behind that is probably my melodies, my melodic stuff. And so even a lot of stuff that I'm writing, I don't want to say I'm not rapping anymore, but I definitely went through this phase. I feel like, and this is just me being super transparent artistically. I do feel like I went through this phase and I have these moments where it's very simple to do certain cadences and flows. And I like to listen to it. You feel me? Like Future, one of my favorite artists ever. But you know, all of his content not really it ain't really it. Like I can't listen to that all the time. And so for me, I feel like I'm one of them artists who can kind of tap into that space that he's in and do it on a high level. And it's not just him. It's like trap rap in general. Like there's not a lot of people who can really make it in a good way to where it's enjoyable, in my opinion. Especially on the positive side of things. So I feel like I got into that space, and it's a cool like thing to do and have in a pocket, especially when I'm just flowing because it's fun artistically. But I got joints, man, that's like so far away from that I haven't really been spending as much time on, and I finally got the space and the resources to do that. And so I think my 2025 goal is to just really make people realize like it ain't even about making y'all realize. I think it's more about me because like I used to play piano and practice a whole lot. I quit doing that. I used to just really I feel like my craft used to just be more on the artistic side, and I've been finally getting back on like studying music, studying songwriting, studying the greats before me, studying the business, you know what I'm saying? Understanding like, that's why that works. Like there's a reason why certain artists have number one after number one after number one. That's not the end all be all, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's like there's a method to the madness. Let me really tap in. And that goes back into what I said earlier. Like everything isn't as personal on the side of, oh, this got to be my life and it got to be this way. I don't want to be corny either. So I'm not trying to be that person that just have everybody else do everything. I'm still trying to keep my eyes on stuff and make sure stuff is how I want it to be. But I'm also at a space where I'm just like, okay, let's separate the business from the art from the business. I just seen a video where Anderson Paak was talking about this. He was saying that was one of the turning points of his music career where he finally was able to get to the point where he was looking at the business and then looking at the artistic side. And he was able to kind of like start to marry both and figure out like, I got to make a living off of this, but I'm still an artist at the same time. And so that's kind of where I've been as of late. I think before I was more gun ho on purely the art. It got to be organic. It got to be, all of that. But that ain't really nothing but insecurity and perfectionism, which is AKA fear, because you want things to be your way and look a certain way and afraid, you know, uh, of looking like you trying too hard or something like that. But it's like, that's lame anyway. It's like, yeah, I'm trying very hard. I work very hard on this song. I want y'all to hear it. So what we got to do to get people to hear it? So that's the type of time I'm on right now. on the music side, personally, I feel like life is finally it's finally getting better. It's been a hard year for me, um, but I finally kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Had a big praise report last week. I ain't gonna share it publicly, but it was pretty dope. Shout out to my management. Shout out Matt. Shout out to Journey. So we had a big dub. Like I said, my wife came in town. She's here for the rest of the week. We're supposed to be going to see my sister this weekend in Miami, which is going to be fun. So life has been good, but at the same time, I'm taking baby steps. I had to draw back, reevaluate a lot of things. I've really just been dealing with me internally, really trying to focus on my relationship with God, and not just in a cliche sense, like in a more um, personal, like really, reading my word, really praying. Like it sound good, but it's like, how does that look every single day? Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I pray every single day. I don't read my Bible every single day. That's just being real. I'm trying to get there, but I don't. Um, and so yeah, that's been that. And then outside of that, like being a leader. I don't have kids yet, but I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I be a leader? How do I lead my house? How do I, make it make sense, a provider? Like, it's just so many different new landscapes that I'm kind of like embarking. And what's the scripture? When I was a child, I thought as a child, spoke as a child, but when I came a man, I put away childish things. Like, that's kind of when I was a boy, I spoke like a boy, thought like a boy, talked like a boy. That's really where I'm at. It's just been a transition into manhood. Just trying to make sure that I'm doing stuff, not just the right way to me, but really like God, like is pleased with what I got going. So that's been the main thing. You heard me. Hope I make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So and that's one of the ones where it was like, it was natural. It was natural. But yeah, man, I'm gonna talk y'all ear off. I wanted to catch y'all up again. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes, man. My birthday was phenomenal. Um, for those who don't know or didn't remember, y'all know I did the 75 hard challenge. So for my birthday, I finally got to eat sweets again. I had me a brownie. It had me a brownie ice cream dessert. It was crazy. It was so good. My sister ordered me some brownies from this place called Buckeye Brownie. It ain't came in yet, but it's supposed to come in. So I'm probably gonna crash out a little more. Um, I know today October 1st, but probably gonna tap back in super heavy next week or the week after. We get into the holidays, so it's bulking season anyway. It's all good. Just kind of headed towards January. I think the biggest thing from that challenge that really changed me was reading. I'm reading again for real, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not just like reading like a whole lot, but like even if I miss one day reading, the next day I'm reading again. Like I think I missed 2 or 3 days last week because I left my book at home, and I was staying. Me and my wife, she got me a staycay for my birthday in the city, and so as soon as I got back, even when I get off of here later on the night, I'm gonna be back in my book reading. So that's probably been the most refreshing thing because I know that's something I haven't been doing or wasn't doing that is probably gonna, if I could do it consistently, because a lot of these things, you do it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, that's cool. But it's really those years where you start looking up and say, oh, I've been reading for 4, 5, 6 years, and the books start piling up. It's the same thing with anything else that you do. So yeah, man, 657. Can't wait for October pack and November pack. It ain't gonna be no pack, but I definitely got songs coming. Again, the Illuminati will be the first place. I know I was even talking with the team, and we was trying to decide which direction we should go because going back, and I only got 3 minutes, but going back to what I said earlier, I got this one song on this side that's like trap vibes, upbeat, vibing, but then I got this other joint over here that's called Change of Mind. That to me is like, you know what I'm saying? And so I think like I don't want to keep putting out those records that don't really define who I am anymore. And I'm starting to like look at some songs like, man, maybe I should like give this song to another artist. Maybe I should, because that's where I'm at now as a songwriter. Like, even Jokes on You, we was talking about it and we was like, man, this song could have really went to this person, this person, this person. And I think that's something that I'm learning now. Like, every song don't have to be a Aha Gazelle song. So yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I appreciate everybody tapping in, everybody sacrificing their time. These numbers, I don't know if people just coming in later. It's like they going up higher and higher. We was at 50 for a long time. Now we at 104. Everybody just not coming in. I just want to say thank y'all for every stream, every play, every view, every share, every comment. It really does matter. I'm still an up and coming artist. You know, I don't have millions and millions and millions of views or plays yet. But y'all really do make me feel like a superstar. And so I appreciate y'all, man. This doesn't work without y'all. I want to thank God, thank my family, thank the team, everybody involved. September season was a success. We released 5 new records, 5 new videos, and I really pray and plan to keep this going. Let's just keep this going. Album mode is officially here. Shout out to the whole Free Rabbits team. Free Rabbits jackets are coming. I know a lot of people are asking for Menace tees. We're probably gonna do a restock on them. And we might mess around and do a full restock. I know Free Rabbits hoodies, or I don't know if y'all still want the hoodies. You heard me. But yeah, man, I'll got 1 minute left. I'm finna hop up out of here, and I'm gonna be on the Illuminati site going live really in 1 minute. I'm finna hop in there right now. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, and I'll be back soon to check in. So, peace.